RestroStarman915 here, and today I wanted to shoot a different type of video. I wanted to show you my game room, everything where I dump my collection and sort it out, and this is where I get a chance to just relax and play video games. Alright, without further ado, I'm going to show you my game room. First, right before the door, got the Cubs. The paper that came right out after they won the 2016 championship. 108 years, baby. Alright, now we're going to walk in. Yeah, just a little pan zoom of everything real quick. I guess we could start off at my little Mega Man shrine. So, as you can see, you got the NES Mega Man's got Mega Man 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I just got lately, and 6. And I got Mighty Number 9, Mega Man X Collection for the PS2, got my Mega Man Amiibo, and the Mega Man Legends. Up next, I got some stuff up there. August 40 for the 360. My repro Little Samson. I don't have the real one. Would be a dream to have it, honestly. Chills of Cold Steel, Part 1 and 2, and that's in the collector's case. It's a really cool game by Xseed. I can't wait till the third one comes out. Beat the first two. Yeah, and can't wait. It's kind of hard to see, but it's Majora's Mask in the 64 case. Alright, here's my GameCube collection. I'll point out notable ones. Nothing crazy. Kirby's Air Ride. I don't like yellow cases, so I like swapping them out whenever I can. The Zeldas, I'm just missing 4 swords. They're all complete. Double Dash and the Mario Parties. I have them all now, which is pretty cool. Paper Mario. Black Label. Also, Skies of Arcadia, Legends, the GameCube, Melee, of course. And this is where I keep all my box Super Nintendo stuff. So, I'm a big RPG collector, so I mainly collect RPGs, and those are the main ones I wanted to find in box, but I have other ones as well, like Star Fox, Phalanx, Super R-Type. There's my Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past. And Super Nintendo was like my childhood. That's where I mainly where I started playing RPGs, and just my genre of choice, of course. ActRaiser 1 complete, Breath of Fire, Chrono Trigger. It's one of my first box games when I got back into collecting that I wanted to complete. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest 2 and 3, Illusion of Gaia, the Lufias, both Secret of Mana and Evermore, Super Castlevania 4, Super Mario RPG, Super Metroid and East. And heading down to my Wii stuff. And again, I like collecting notable stuff. I have Arkwright's Fantasia, Donkey Kong, like Dragon Quest, Bonus Blah, 007. The 3 Kirby games, Last Story. I do not have the limited edition, I would love that. Both Zeldas, Mario Party 8 and 9 for the Wii. Tiger Woods Masters. That's pretty rare. 12. The Muramasa, Demon Blade, One Piece. Phantom Brave, Sakura, Silent Hill, Super Mario Galaxy, Paper Mario, and Brawl. And then my little Wii U collection, I got Star Fox Guard, I got Mario Party 10, Super Luigi U, Super Mario Luigi Combo, Mario Kart. I do have Bayonetta. Should be there somewhere. But yeah, Bayonetta is for it's a combination of the 1 and 2. I don't seem to see it. Must be lost somewhere. Definitely have that one. Yoshi's Woolly World, Amiibo Festival, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which is pretty awesome. The amount I played so far of it. And up here, I have the Xenoblade Chronicles X. This is my Tales of Berseria box, sealed, as well as Shantae for the PS4. I probably do need to open that eventually, or get a digital copy, but it's so nice sealed. Star Fox 64 complete in box, and then next is my N64 collection. I have Mario Party 1, 2, and 3. I would like a complete N64 set eventually. And I found these nice labels, so that was pretty cool on eBay. Just awesome display and know what game you're pulling out. Just notables. And next is my PSP collection. Some amiibos. Trails into the Sky. Awesome to have that premium edition box. That's Persona 2. Let me move this out of the way. Space is so hard in the game room. So notable ones there: Breath of Fire 3, Castlevania, Dracula X, John the Ark, God Eater. Still want a lot of games for this. Star Ocean Second Evolution, I really want First Departure. Tales of Eternia, so some of these are PAL, and they work on, which is one of the cool things I like about PSP. It's not region locked, so you can play PAL games on PSP, which is awesome. Like, we don't have Tales of Eternia, I believe, and that's like Tales of Destiny 2. And Tales of Eternity for PSP is about a $40 game, so it's cheaper than paying like $200 some for the second one. I have the Legend of Heroes games. 1, 2, and 3, which are pretty rare. That's pretty much it. I'd love like Hexy's Force and stuff like that. Guitar Man. It's the same as the one for PS2, but just the port to PSP. It's a cheaper version. It's only $10, which is a good way to play that game. Amazing game. Alright, down to my PS3 collection. And I'll probably do individual videos. This is just a game tour. Killer is Dead, Prince of Persia, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Uncharted, and I have the Dark Souls box. Fairy Fencer, games like that, nothing crazy. Trying to do a complete PS3 RPG set as well, but everything's just mixed in here. Nier, really, like, when Automata was about to come out, Nier spiked up in price almost double, so it's still worth about $30 to $40 right now. Probably just because the sequel was coming out. Kind of dropped back down for a bit. Dragon's Crown, Valkyria Profile, which is this game's really awesome too. Let's see, anything else of note? Oh, the Final Fantasies, of course. Tales of Xillia. I like, I love 13 and 13-2. I haven't really gotten to Lightning Returns because I haven't beat 13-2 yet. But from what I gathered, it was I beat 13. That was fun. 13-2 was decent. Kind of loved the whole, like, Chrono Trigger type thing. So 13-2, you're going back and forth through time. I kind of like the premise for that. Not a lot of people like that. Tales of Xillia. There's a couple of Tales games on PS3. Okay, that's what I have there. Moving on, my Sega complete box is pretty small, but notable titles are like Aladdin and Altered Beast, of course. Any collector needs to have that in the Sega collection. Kid Chameleon, Last Battle, which I found out is Fist of the North Star. I wish you would have said that. I would have played that right away. It's one of those titles I just need to check out. Lion King, Ranger X, Shining in the Darkness, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Tasmania, Wolverine, Sonic 3D Blast. Some notable loose titles in the back there. I just need to find a way to display them, like Phantasy Star 4, Phantasy Star 3, Gunstar Heroes. I wish I had those in the box. Those are a few Sega titles that I really want. And I want Shining Force 1 and 2 because I grew up on those games. Gonna move on. This is my pathetic Sega CD and Sega's Saturn collection. Just pretty quick. I have Doom, Duke Nukem, Mysterio Realms of Lore. I believe that's like a football game. Virtual Cop 1 and 2, Virtual Fighter 2, baseball, and like some hockey game for Sega CD. And Keith Courage is in there. I'm just waiting until I get I'm waiting for TurboGrafx, just so I can have use for that game. And then my PS4 collection, it's kind of getting there, getting some stuff. No, Tales of Zestria, Last of Us, Uncharted 4, Overwatch is fun, Neo, J-Stars Victory Versus for all you anime fans out there, Grand Theft Auto 5, Inquisition, Valkyria Chronicles in the Steelbook Limited Edition, that's sealed, it hasn't been opened, Final Fantasy 15, Disgaea, and Star Ocean. I got more stuff over here. Mass Effect, Andromeda, Call of Duty, of course Persona 5, amazing game so far. Evil Within, that's freaky, it's a freaky game. World of Final Fantasy, One Piece. I'm just waiting to get some time to play more stuff. I just have so much to go through. And then coming back up top, my PS2 stuff. I have Girl Lancer, Heritage of War, Blood Will Tell. This is a pretty sought after game. It's pretty rare. I got mine for $70, and it's going on price trading for about 110, 120, and like I'm seeing like lowest listings at even 120, 130. So it's pretty nice. I have it complete. That's awesome. Notable titles: Baldur's Gate, Bouncer, Both Dark Clouds, Final Fantasy X and X-2 and 12, Grandias, Dot Hacks, Radiata. Shin Megami Tensei on PS2 is by far one of the best series of all time for me, just because it's, I mean, if you think JRPG, it's just like more common, I mean more recent, like within the last decade. Shin Megami Tensei has like a pretty solid foothold in that race. It's just amazing storyline, great fleshed out characters, just battle system is fun, just premises. Suikoden 3, 4, and 5. Really loved 5. 4 kind of fell out the map. Anyways, Shadow Hearts Covenant I have up here. The Shadow Hearts game as well. I don't have the third one. Wild Arms Altered F and the Xenosagas and Wizardry. I have Dual Hearts up there as well. And more PS2 stuff. The top shelf was more of my RPGs and stuff, and this is just the other stuff. When you do stuff at Goodwill, like mainly like you find a lot of PS2 stuff, so this was easy to add to the collection actually, not as hard as some of the other stuff like the Nintendos of the world. Let's see if I have anything. The Jacks. What else is here? Leisure Suit Larry. It's fun. Samurai Legend Musashi, which I believe is kind of like a sequel to Brave Fencer. Budokai Contra, Devil May Cry's. Those were an awesome series when it started. The Beautiful Joes. Rygar Burnout. Fun series. Max Payne, Maximo. Onimusha, Psyops, Hit and Run for Simpsons. Next is my Xbox 360 and Xbox One row. Crackdown. These are in no particular order. Another Star Ocean game. Residents of Fate, Dragon Age Origins. What can I say about that game? That game is just amazing. When it first came out in 2009, I didn't have this version, I had the PS3 one, but man, just really BioWare went out of its way and just gave us a great game. The sequel sucked. I'll be the first to say it. And I still have to play. I have Awakening, which is the expansion pack to the first one, but I haven't played it yet. So I really want to get into that when I can. I keep saying that, and I have such a backlog, and just so much of life to do, and so many other games. But here's other stuff I have. Resident Evil 5, Alice, Madness Returns. That Alice game is still like $25, and I got it for like $5, which is awesome. Like, I've been waiting for that to drop. It hasn't really dropped, and I got it at like a thrift store. Or I mean a pawn shop. Sorry. Okay, and some notables in here. Enslaves. I heard that's a really good game. The Halos, of course. Borderlands 2, Bioshock, Infinite, Catherine, and my small Xbox One collection. Final Fantasy Type 0 HD, Diablo 3, and I believe that's the Ultimate Evil Edition. The Witcher 3. Oh, when this came out, this is an amazing game. This makes you want to play the whole thing. I got like 30 hours into it. Just pretty open world again. This is when I played Dragon Age Inquisition. I think it's way better than 2. I would even put this better than 1 if I had to say in it. But I really loved 1 too. Tomb Raider, Sunset Riders, Watch Dogs. On to the next row. So it's my handheld stuff. DS mixed with 3DS stuff. I have Legend of Legacy, Limited Edition, Shin Megami Tensei 4, Fire Emblem Awakening, Shin Megami Tensei Overclock Devil Survivor, Ocarina of Time. I had Bravely Default's right there. Final Fantasy 3, Dragon Quest 9. Some good stuff, nothing too crazy. And my Golden Sun, Dragon Ball Z, that's complete. Just a Game Boy accessory I found. Persona Q. There's my fat Game Boy. Some other Game Boys too. I didn't show these earlier. Here's my Silver SP. Game Boy Pocket. And Game Boy Color. Nice to have. Here's my Xbox collection. Nothing too crazy. Knights of the Old Republic. One of my favorite RPGs of all time. Once again, BioWare. Again, you can't escape. Panzer Dragoon Orta. Would love to have the Saturn ones eventually. Just another goal. More money spent. What are some of your favorite Xbox games? I remember I played this game a lot, Path of Neo. I was just so into the Matrix at the time and found that really fascinating. And there's a skyline of my city, Chicago. Really awesome. I don't know how I got that in there, but I just did. And there's a poster of Link and Ganondorf. And some stuff from the game, some pictures. And another close-up of my wall. I'm just gonna go right by it. Uncharted 4 box, Saturn, Xbox One, N64, Nintendo, Odyssey 2, Retron 5, Tournament Fighters, and there's Zelda's, Return of the Jedi, handheld, R2-D2, Final Fantasy, the original complete in box, some things like there's Link, there's Zelda. Trying to make this wall look stand out all the time, it's pretty fun. Switch, Wii U, there's a Zelda 3DS. I believe that's a Link Between Worlds Collector's Edition. The DS Lite complete in box. There's a 2DS, some Mario stuff, Super Nintendo, and there's a Super Mario World. I believe that's Mario Kart. And there's a Link Between Worlds cartridge. There's Toad still and Mario. And my R2-D2 figurine stand. And here's some other stuff. Got this is Meta Knight, and then Waddle Dee, oops, Mario, the pixelated one, which is awesome, Wario, and Zero Suit Samus. And then some notable games, my collection that I just like displaying. Dragon Quest, and that's 6, Realms of Revelation. This game's getting really rare. I bought it at like a quarter of the price it's supposed to be, so I got lucky with that. It's complete. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, just one of the iconic Fire Emblem games lately. That's complete. I really want Radiant Dawn for the Wii, which is a continuation of this game. So glad to have this, but I really want the Wii one as well. Albert Odyssey, Working Designs title, just really sought after Saturn RPG. There's a couple other ones, but I'm glad to have this one. Suikoden 2. This was my original copy back in 98, 99. And that shot up towards 150, but when they re-released it digitally, it went back down to 120. But awesome to have it, still in my collection. And Metal Slug Anthology, $50 game. Just awesome to have Metal Slug 1 through 6 plus an extra game in there. That's awesome. Moving on. Just like, it's my desk is crowded right now, but I have some stuff on it. Horizon Zero Dawn Collector's Edition box, and the art pieces there too. I have a complete box PSP, I believe it's the 1000 model. Really awesome to have that. I just found it in the garage sale like a couple weeks ago, and I had two, and I flipped one. But awesome to keep one of those. Sega CD, it's not it has the Model 1 and the Sega CD and the wires, but not, you know, any foam inserts or anything like that. It's in okay condition. I'd like a better complete box. And there's my Persona 5. I just need to find more room for stuff. Some NES box stuff. Super Mario 2, Super Mario 3, Dragon Warrior. The Magic of Scheherazade, Friday the 13th, Crystallis, Dr. Mario, some Odyssey 2 boxes. I believe there's an 81 in the set. If I could find these for cheap, I wouldn't mind going for a complete one there. We'll go to my PlayStation, my mini PlayStation and Sega Dreamcast Shrine. So Lunar Complete 1 and 2, And some PlayStation games, notable ones like Alundra 1 and 2, Beyond the Beyond, Brave Fencer Musashi, Chrono Cross, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Always have to pull this one out. Classic. Come on. Who didn't beat this game like a million times and play like a couple months later and do the same thing? It's just so much fun. You can just pick one of the games of all time. You can just sit down and play through it, and it does really well to this day. You could just FF7, kind of what launched the PS1, really. Graphics, but in that time in '97, when FF7 came out, really were amazing. They don't really hold up nowadays, but just awesome. It's really not zooming in titles that well. Parasite Eve 1 and 2, Star Ocean, Suikoden 1, I believe that's Vagrant Story, Wild Arms 1 and Wild Arms 2. Sorry, there's not much lighting in here. So that's some of the main stuff, Dreamcast stuff. Nothing crazy. Sonic's Adventure, Time Stalker, Shenmue, and a couple long boxes. Those are fun to find. My Super Nintendo and Nintendo stuff, but in tops like more Mario. So Mario Kart 64 complete, Super Mario Wii, Super Mario 64, SNES stuff, which is awesome. Like I have SWAT Cats, kind of really rare. Hard to take out stickers like that in the middle of the case. Super Bonk, awesome. Final Fantasy 3. Turtles in Time. For any avid collector, must have, right? Zombies Ain't My Neighbors. This Super Famicom card is Breath of Fire 2. I really need one right now. I don't have that game. Awesome game. It's so hard to zoom in. And that's my Super Nintendo. Here's my NES. Super Double Dragon. Oh no, it's just Double Dragon, sorry. Rainbow Islands. Some more Street Fighter 2. Classic. Come on. Super Bomberman 2. Mostly commons. Nothing crazy. All the more expensive stuffs are in the box over on the other side. And my NES. I have both Zeldas. Some of these have manuals. Bomberman. Kirby's Adventure. Like games like that. Double Dragon. Ghouls and Ghosts. Castlevania 1 and 2. Gauntlet. Bubble Bobble. DuckTales. Two Othello games. Athena, Prisoner of War, Battletoads, Solomon's Key. Just Turtles, both the Turtles, Tetris, Blades of Steel. Every NES collection needs Blades of Steel. Sword Tropics, Fex Xanadu, Goonies, Operation Wolf, Batman. These games are just so hard. And that is an awesome statue. And I have Breath of the Wild for the Wii U sealed. I played my Switch one. Just a little shine over there. Some controllers, and that's where I keep my couple hats. And the motherlode of my collection is this thing right here. This Earthbound complete in box is my pinnacle of my current collection right now. Of course I'm looking for bigger stuff now, but like when I completed this a few months ago, I was just so happy. Like complete in box with the scratch and sniffs. That's what it's all about, just collecting and stuff like that. Okay, I'll give you one last overview. Oh, I'll look to the front now. So here are some of my systems. That's my PS4. Then this is an ice blue. Let me pull it out. I need lighting. Ice blue N64, which is awesome. Comes with a matching controller. And my Sega Saturn Xbox 360 Halo Edition. Genesis Model 1, the Model 2's in the back. Retron 5, awesome for HDMI. This is my modded Wii. It has all like Super Nintendo NES games. And NSTS, not... I want PAL or Japanese. That'd be awesome. I don't have that. GameCube. And that has the Game Boy player, and I do have the disc. My Sega Saturn. My Sega Dreamcast. My NES. PS2 and PS3. And there's Yoshi. Yes. See those eyes? They're staring into your soul. Alright guys, this is my game tour again. Thanks for following me. Any questions and stuff, post in the bottom. Like and subscribe please. Yeah, I'm just going to be posting videos and garage sale finds and stuff like that. Maybe I could do a few reviews eventually. What kind of videos do you guys want to see? Anyways, I guess the question for the week is, how do you guys maintain your game rooms? I know I have to clean it almost every day, try to sort stuff out, because I'm always adding and subtracting, and it just gets crazy sometimes. I always have my wife asking me to clean my room. Alright, anyways, have a good day, YouTube. Peace out. Happy hunting.